Hi everyone, Katie here. Welcome back to another layout video. Today I have quite a bit to scrapbook, so I am going to do a double page layout. I have a few photographs and some little mementos, I suppose, of a dinner outing when we were in Peru. I'm starting with two solid pieces of cardstock. They are from Coordinations, and I am not sure of the exact color name, but you can see they're like a teal color, and I think they coordinate well with a lot of the Open Marshall Buenos Dias collection. And I am really loving using this collection for our trip to Peru, just because I can use all the little Spanish phrases and things that are in there, and it, makes sense. And also, it's just really pretty. I love all the colors and all the little embellishments and things like that. So, definitely, a win-win there. So I really liked this kind of like marbly looking paper, but I only had one piece of it. So I decided to cut it up in kind of an unusual way so that I could have parts of it on both sides of my layout. I cut out an 8x8 square and put that up in the left corner of the first one, and then the remaining L shape I trimmed a little bit off the edges and put that over on the right side of my double page layout. Now, at first, it does look a little weird. I'm not gonna lie. It looks a little unusual, but as I add more to it, and as you can see, I took even those little pieces and kind of filled in gaps. So I don't think it looks unusual or strange. You can just see that the pattern carries over from one side to the other. And I think that is what really makes a double page layout cohesive, is when, the colors or the patterns mirror each other. Now, not perfectly, of course, but you just find elements of both on both pages. At least that's my thinking personally, when I am making a double page layout. Now, I've got two pictures. One is of the outside of the restaurant, and then below that are our drinks. They are pisco sours. And then I add our receipt and their little business card. I must say, I was super impressed with this restaurant. It was so well branded, and everything had their logo. It was just really cute. And it was really good food, and I could go on and on about that. But about the scrapbooking aspect. This is another piece from the same collection. I used part of it in another layout that I did, and I had this left over. So I trimmed off just a little bit, and then stuck it in right behind everything. Now I know that's a lot of busyness and a lot of patterns, but like I said, I really love the bright colors, and I just wanted that on my layout. And I chose not to map my photos, which is kind of unusual. Usually that is something I like to do to help my photos stand out. But I don't know, for this one, I just kind of felt like with all my paper layers and all the things that I was doing, that it just didn't need it, for whatever reason. That's what I was feeling, and I went with it. And now that my layout is complete and I'm looking at it right now, I still think, yeah, I made the right choice. I didn't need to map my photos in this case. And I like what I've done. So here you can see I've even used that little branding strip to just kind of add that continuity, the same things on one side and the other. Now, the big, I guess, pink, it almost looks like gravel with multicolored, that piece, it does not continue on the other page. I don't have any more of that paper. So that's an aspect where everything isn't exactly cohesive. But on the other page, I have the kind of grid paper that's like a yellow color, and that doesn't continue on the other page. And you know what? That is perfectly okay with me. I still think that it works out. Now, the name of the restaurant was Maria, and that's why the title is Maria. I used my Cricut to cut that out of black cardstock, and I really like how that turned out. Now, I know I want to do a lot of journaling, and honestly, I've got a lot to say about this. So, I pick a pretty large journaling box. This is from the Chamel Sparkle City journaling pad. It's a 6x8 pad. And I add just the little, notebook fringes there on the top. I just think it gives it some texture and interest, makes it a little different from the stuff around it. And I know I want that to go here. It kind of fills in the space. Part of me kind of hates how much of the patterns it covers up, but also I think by taking away some of the pattern that's so close to the pictures, it also kind of highlights the pictures. It draws your eye toward the picture rather than just the paper. But, still a little disappointing. So I decided to get going on my journaling. Like I said, this was a really awesome little restaurant. It was right across the street from our hotel in Lima, Peru. So if you're there, I highly recommend you check it out. We had great service, great food, and we really enjoyed the atmosphere. We were also, because we traveled during COVID, we were one of maybe two people or two groups in the entire restaurant. So it's just so peaceful being around right in the middle of the city, but they have this almost like a little oasis with their bamboo style walls and all of their greenery everywhere. We just loved it. It was just so pleasant. And of course the food was really good, the drinks were really good, the service was great. They recognized that we did not speak Spanish very well and, made sure to accommodate us, which we are so spoiled here in the U.S. that so many other countries speak English while we don't speak anything else. So we tried to do some Spanish while we were in Peru, and I think we did okay. Other people may have other opinions about that, but I digress. As I'm continuing the layout here, I did not have enough journaling space in that first box. I know it was a big box, but there was more I wanted to say. We really enjoyed this place. So I made another little journaling box. I punched out the little fringes, and I added just a little bit more, like I said, about how we just really enjoyed the place. The food was great. It was so pleasant. Our drinks were really good. I think these were some of the best pisco sours we had while we were in Peru. So definitely a great choice for your drink with dinner. So I'm adding this here at the top. Now, I took a lot of time to kind of figure out where I wanted it. I knew I wanted the pattern to be on either side of the journaling box, but then I made the journaling box go up higher, so you could not see any of the pattern on top of it. And I think I made a good choice there. It just kind of differentiates it and kind of draws your eye up a little more, which I will particularly like once I, get through with my embellishing. So I have two pieces of the Obed Marshall collection for embellishments. I have the acrylic embellishments, and I have the cardstock stickers, and I'm using some of both. So the Love It is obviously a nice big sticker. I've got the little acrylic bit on there. I add a few more of the stickers around and just add a few more of the little acrylic bits around as well. I just love all the colors in this. Some of them are more bright, some of them are pastel, some of them all kind of mix the two together, and I just think that it's really pretty. This was a very well done collection. I wish I had more of it. Unfortunately, I think everybody does, because whenever I, try to go to the store to find it, they have one piece, one thing, or, the one thing that I have, which is okay. But that is where I'm at with that. So now I'm thinking, I've got, all my main elements here, but it needs something more. So I have this white glitter sitting here on my desk, And I think, you know what, I'm going to add a little bit of the white glitter because I think the white glitter won't detract from all the colors, and it will be subtle enough that, you know, you still look at the photos, you still look at the all the elements that I have on the layout, but you get a little sparkle and shine, which is what I love to put on all of my layouts. So I get out my 1/8 inch double-sided tape. This is from scrapbook.com. And I put it just on 2 sides of the, you know, edge of the first page of my layout. Now, I chose not to do 4 because, you know, you can see 2 of the sides already have quite a bit of paper and, you know, just busyness going on. So I thought, you know, I'm just going to do the other 2 sides that look a little blank or bare with the glitter, just to give them a little something. It also gives them texture, not only the sparkle, but also the texture, which I really like. So that is what I do. I'm not sure how well it will show up because it's a white, you know, white almost clear. It's kind of like a snow kind of glitter, and it's extremely old, so I'm not sure that you could even find this exact one. I'm certain you can find whatever color or type of glitter you want at any craft store. So I'm adding this to the other page of my layout as well. Now, I debated quite a bit on where to put the 2 lines of glitter. Obviously, I wanted it on the top. That made sense. But did I want it on the inside side like I did for the first page, or the outside side? So then it was like, you know, duplicated. And ultimately, that is what I decided. I wanted it, you know, both of them having it on the top and the right side of the page. And I like how that turned out because then I think it frames the double layout pretty well, which I wouldn't have thought about until I put the 2 pages together, but I like how that looks. So now, just to finish up and to add a little bit of something into those few areas that are still kind of bare and blank, I use my Heidi Swapp Color Shine. I use 2 colors, the pink color and the blue color, which is called Ocean. It adds, you know, just that little something extra so that those few areas don't look so bare. And of course, I'm covering up my photos really with just a piece of scrap paper that I pull out of my trash can. And then that is how I finish up my layout. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.